I'm Levi, I'm with LW Bathrooms. Today we are fitting the VitrA toilet and obviously the flush plate itself, as well as the basin and the vanity unit. Every bathroom can vary depending on the size, the amount of labour behind it, and what's got to be done. So for this bathroom, for instance, we're building boxing in work, we're putting a lot of hidden stuff in the walls, but on average anywhere from 5 to 7, and you can go a lot higher. Most of mine are a lot more than that, including all the fittings, but everything's hidden in the walls nowadays, so you've got all your showers are completely hidden in the walls. So it just depends on what the customer's preference is, on what finish they want. So I fill the bath with water only because it puts a weight in the bath when it's siliconed, and I'll leave that water in the bath overnight for the sake of the silicone to cure. It's just the way I got taught. It's an old-fashioned way of doing it. You can either do that or you can put bags of powder in there, any cement-based products, just build it in to put some weight in. Some people won't put weight at all. I just think it's always better to put the weight in, and then that's like the movement of someone being in the bath. Yeah, definitely, because you can go niches with LED strips. Obviously that's more electrical work than a straightforward bathroom. Obviously there's a lot of timber just to build a boxing in, and then obviously if you're doing a timber framework and a timber framework here and having a niche run all the way across, you have to use hanging supports. You can't just obviously put a bolt of timber straight to the wall. You will put a hanging support because you've got the weight of the tiles. On top of that, averaging to 32 to 40 kilograms per square metre, depending on the tiles you are using. Most are porcelain nowadays, but it is normally customer preference. So this is obviously to seal it in. Then you've got your tanking. So obviously your main water protection is what's going on top of this. So you put a tanking membrane, so you put it on all your joints, over all these pipes, you put it on any joints in the plasterboard, any screws in the plasterboard, and that's your main protection. Then you've got your tiles go on top. So there's a lot of protection before it can even get to that. Alternatively, I just put a bar wood around. And the only reason the bar ain't continued all the way to this end is just so you can access the taps for future purposes, which is obviously a big key. If you've got that bar going all the way across, it's going to be awkward to bolt them taps. So all I do is we'll put a bead all the way around, we'll get the bath into position, make sure we're level, so adjust any legs that need adjusting. Obviously I've already set these level beforehand, so we know that when we put it in, it is going to be level, but the legs might just need tweaking up, just so it is fully supported by the legs. You don't want it supported by the bars. They're just in case it does ever drop. They're not the actual supports of the bath. They're fairly simple, to be honest. You gotta make sure everything's correct and all your measurements are right. Obviously what you'll do is you push that pipe into here, you'll mark where it comes, do the same on the toilet, mark where it comes, and then the gap in between is what the total you're taking off from the end. And you'll repeat the same process with the pan connector as well. Obviously this makes it a lot easier with it all being cut out nicely. Some obviously fasten from the bottom, whereas these you fasten through the toilet seat holes. There's a bit of difference in one or the other. The ones that are obviously fastened from the bottom are a lot more awkward because you've got to hold the toilet up if you're on your own and get your big long Allen key up there and tie them in. They are a very good system to fit, to be honest. They're a strong frame, they're very robust, they're easy to fit, they're easy maintainable. Yeah, I'd definitely recommend it to my customers. So this is easy really, in the sense of it's all easy access, so you don't have to remove these again. You just pop these back off. You can remove this whole plate on the inside, which is just 2 clicks, and then obviously then you can access all the gubbins on the inside. You can call it the access panel, but it is a push plate, and you can get into the system manually from the top. They all vary really, so it depends on your frame. So obviously you can get some where you just have a cistern in the cupboard, you don't have no frame to it, and then you'll have like little L brackets that come off the floor. It all depends on the frame and what they've allowed for their limits, but in general they do hold a fair amount of weight. I wouldn't worry too much about them, especially as long as you buy a well-known mate, you ain't got to worry too much about them at all. For this sort of thing, I'd definitely say go quality any day, really. So obviously they are both finished in matte black with the soft close added to them. They are very nice, sleek design, to be honest. Same with the cupboard. You've got the black handles to match everything. Everything's soft closed nicely. So it's all in there.